Film industry leaders have long been calling for an end to movie piracy, and the calls are getting louder and stronger these days as more movies are being shown online for a fee. Of course, that's because cinemas are still closed due to the pandemic. Now, our guest today is among those actively advocating against film piracy. Executive producer Quark Henares joins us in the program. His latest film, Fangirl, is among this year's Metro Manila Film Fest entries that can be streamed online. Good morning, Quark.
Hello, good morning, Pao. How are you?
Awesome. Now, first of all, Quark, congratulations sa inyo. Ang dami niyong awards. Humakot kayo sa MMFF. You guys took home so many awards. And your movie's done great. Let's talk about piracy, though, Quark. How serious do you think film piracy is here in our country? How serious is this problem?
It's a major problem, actually, Pao. And it's getting more and more complex, I guess, as time goes along. I mean, I remember the good old days na siya, where it was in DVD in Quiapo, in Makati Cinema Square. From that, it's become much more complex. It's become a lot easier to find things for free because of torrents, because of Facebook. A lot of pirated films are actually available at the tip of your finger. No, you just search for it and you'll be able to find that. So it's harder to pin down because, of course, the law isn't really able to catch up with all these changes.
Well, as you know, as a director, as a movie producer, people involved in the film industry, how are we able to police this kind of activity? It's become, like you said, harder and harder. Online is such a, I don't know, it's such a hard ghost to chase and really sort of put your finger down on. How do we police this?
Yeah, no, it's a lot more archaic than you would expect. It's really we have a kind of a team where people just post. We have a chat group where people post links, and we'll either try to go after them through the network, maybe through Globe or something, or we'll be able to report them to the social media site where they're posted. YouTube and Google are very good at that, actually.
Right.
And then we sometimes just really have to manually email. So it has been a non-existent Christmas break for us because every hour on the hour we're just checking links and kind of reporting them.
Interesting. I mean, you're full on hands-on, and you actually have to sort of scour the interwebs to look for these illicit links. In the activity surrounding Fangirl, what have you monitored, and what were you able to do about it?
Well, so Fangirl is part of this platform called Upstream. Well, it's part of the MMFF, and the whole MMFF is part of a platform called Upstream. Mm-hmm. And it's really a new, it's a brand new platform where you can order its films through TVOD. So that's transactional video on demand. Basically, you pay per, it's like pay-per-view, but digital. And a lot of us are hoping that is kind of like the future of ticketed films, because just making your movies through subscription VOD like Netflix or iFlix or etc. is not enough to really recoup. This is also happening in the US with HBO Max and Dune and a lot of these films. If you want to recoup, you still have to sell tickets first. That has to be your first window. Right. So yeah, that's what we're really fighting for. That people, learn how to pay, get used to be paying to watch, similar to the experience of paying for your ticket to watch a movie.
Exactly. Well, I mean, you're leading to my next question. I mean, I think the structure, the business model of how movies, make back the money that they spend in producing that movie, it comes down to us helping the public, the viewing public, to understand. And really sort of, take that moral high ground. You need to feel good about paying for a movie and, how would you say, recognizing the efforts that the producers, the actors, the directors, and all the crew and staff have put into the movie, and we need to give back. Is that the answer here? Is really sort of educating the viewing public that when we do watch a pirated version of a movie, we're literally taking bread out of the mouths of people who have put their blood, sweat, and tears into this.
Absolutely. No, it's kind of disheartening because you do see a lot of the I guess entitlement that over the years the Philippine public, it's almost as if they don't even see that it's wrong. I mean, you'll post a trailer for the film, and then even on the comments you'll see paano makahanap ng link dito, o PM nyo naman sa akin if you want to see the movie, etc., etc. That it's almost this entitlement that kind of they don't realize the repercussions that less and less people are able to work, that less films come out per year, and so it's a matter of kind of teaching this respect and that you need for the art. You wouldn't think twice if someone shoplifts something at your 7-Eleven or at your neighborhood store, but once maybe a punishment is given to someone who steals something that's IP, or that's a film and or a TV show, then suddenly there might be this uproar like, why that person just pirated, and they don't realize that it's actually the same thing as shoplifting or stealing something from a physical store.
Right. That's really just the tip of the iceberg. I'd love to discuss this more. We're going to have to leave it at that, Quark. We'd like to say thank you to film executive producer Quark Henares for being with us right here on New Day for all the news you need and more. Thank you, Quark.